Inspiration. Sometimes it's pretty hard to come by, isn't it? I mean, I know me personally, there are definitely times where I want to sit down and sketch, create, whatever, and I have every intention to. And then I get distracted, or I actually, those rare times, I actually sit down and grab a pencil, sit to open my sketchbook, or turn on my iPad and open up Procreate, and every intention, every single intention to create something, to draw, to sketch, paint, whatever. And then I sit there, and I sit there some more, and then I sit there some more. And next thing I know, I'm just staring off onto a blank canvas with no clue what the hell I want to draw. Those moments happen. And I know I'm not the only person, especially the only artist or creative type of person who has ever had that happen. I know for a fact. It's impossible not to be. What do you do in those situations? If you have any comments or thoughts or suggestions of what you do, by all means, please let me know. But if not, keep watching and you'll understand what I'm saying by the end of this video. So what I like to do, I like to draw something that inspires me. Whether that be, a photo I took, or a person I know, or a scene from a movie or something like that, or in this case, a character. A recognizable character that inspires me. Look, I am a huge fan of Wolverine. I have been my entire life. He's been one of my favorite characters ever, honestly. I don't know, something about him is just inspiring. So, when I'm struggling to find that inspiration, to find that spark of creativity, I'll draw, a character that I like, and I'll look at it. I'll draw someone else's style. I'm not just, off the top of my head drawing this as you see it. I'm obviously looking at a reference, yes. Am I copying it? No. God, no. I'm not tracing it, anything like that. But I'm looking at the reference and I'm drawing what I see. And why do I do that? And why should you do that? Well, because it gives you the chance to sit down and focus on something else. Instead of trying to find the thing to draw. That amazing piece that you're going to create from scratch that no one else has ever done before, no one else has ever seen. Instead, you can sit down and you can look at someone else's work, or look at an individual and focus on what you see. And what starts to happen is, not only do you focus on that and you create and you break through that block, that creative inspiration mental block, but you also kind of start to understand the character or the person a little bit, if that makes sense. If not, again, just keep watching. I promise I will do my best to explain it. But so bear with me, I ramble, as those of you who have watched these videos can attest. But sometimes it just helps, because I can start to focus on the character. I can start to focus on Wolverine as the character instead of just this image. It focuses my mind elsewhere, so then I'm not so focused on how uninspired I am, or how lacking in the creative department I am. And look, I mean, this piece is clearly not perfect. As you can see, I've screwed up in spots, and it definitely could be better, but that's okay. The whole point of this type of exercise isn't to be perfect. It's just to get out of your own head a little bit. And when I say, I start to focus on the character instead, I start thinking about, okay, here's this amazing character that Marvel has written and have had for years. And yes, the success of Deadpool and Wolverine and that movie being what it is awesome, and I love every second of it. I just wish everybody else on the internet would stop spoiling it for the people who haven't seen it, because come on guys, that's not cool. That's a different topic altogether. Again, I'm rambling, but you see this character and you start to understand who they are. You recall memories from when I was a kid watching the X-Men cartoon or reading any of the comics or graphic novels or whatever. Or even Hugh Jackman's versions of him on the big screen. You start to focus on those elements instead of staring at a blank page trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do. And that helps creatively. I mean, think about it. If you are trying to draw an original character, you kind of need those types of elements of who is this character? What are they about? What motivates them? What's making them be the way they are? Now, when you do that within a previously already established character, you know who they are. You know what their motivation is. You know what drives them. And Wolverine, at the end of the day, yes, he's a very violent man, and he's the best there is at what he does, and all of that. But he's also not just an angry character. He's a very, lovable character. Obviously, if that was the case, there wouldn't be such a strong feeling for this character. Like I said, I grew up my entire life. One of my favorite characters of all time is Wolverine. Just an awesome character, and someone that I can relate to on some levels because, I'm not the biggest guy. Always kind of been the shorter guy, and, you see that tougher guy who's not afraid, he's not going to back down, but also stands up and does what he's supposed to do, does the right thing, takes care of the people that, are important to him. And those are the types of things that while I was drawing this, I'm thinking about. And I can tell you guys right now, yes, I'm not showing it, but after I finished this piece, which took me about, I want to say, an hour, maybe, hour and a half at most, I definitely was able to sit down with a clear mind and was really able to hone in and create some pretty cool artwork. I might show it eventually. I don't know. I didn't screen record it, of course, go figure, because I just wanted to go about it and practice and get better. And again, this whole exercise of drawing something else, an established character or somebody who inspires you, makes a huge world of difference. And it helps get you out of your own head and get you locked in creatively, so that in that way you can make your own type of artwork in your own style or whatever. So as always guys, thank you for watching. I hope that this inspires you. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.